Welcome back. And today I'm going to go over what is the next boom town for real estate investors. Look, if you have not been following my channel, I've been doing this for more than 2 decades. I've been investing for more than 30 years. So all these years, I follow the path of growth. I follow the next boom town, and I take my real estate investors to those markets to achieve cash flow properties, turnkey, one-stop shop. And I have helped hundreds, if not thousands of investors to create long-term wealth through income property investing. So it's all about path of growth. It's all about the emerging markets. It's all about get in front of the curve. Get in front of the curve before that particular market start growing, right? So with that in mind, I'm share with you the methodology that I use for many years. I personally have done it, and I have guided many of our turnkey mom and pop investors to succeed. So without further ado, let me share this very interesting article that pretty much share my philosophy. So next boom town. So where will be the next boom town? That's a $1 million question everybody wants to find out. Look, before we begin, we all know, I know, it's never wrong time to buy income property. There are deals everywhere. It's not about mortgage rates. It's not about recessions. It's not about housing correction. It's not about housing crash or this misleading information. They're perpetuated by all these housing crash bros out there. Anyway, so without further ado, let's dive deeper into these real important data metrics. Right now, we are in a historic low supply of inventory and pent up demand, especially when the mortgage rates are steadily coming down. I see right now the mortgage rates is running in the mid 6%. However, there's one rate cut is going to occur probably next month, September, and then in 2025, there will be several rate cuts. No one can predict the future, but the mortgage rate will steadily going to come down. That will unleash a floodgate of primary home buyers and real estate investors who've been sitting on the sidelines, which I do not agree. My investors do not sit on the sidelines regardless of what's going on, because there are always deals out there. And I personally have purchased in any market conditions, but I have this long-term investment methodology, okay? You have to invest more than 10, 15, 20 years. That's the key, right? Slow, and steady. All right, without further ado, this is the metrics I've been following for many years. And this article by Bigger Pockets, by the way, I do not agree with a lot of things they profess. But anyway, this article it just resonates with me. And the headline is Corporate Headquarter Relocations Could Signal the Next Real Estate Boom Town. And I have several real estate boom towns, not only that our investors are pulling the trigger in right now as we speak for the remaining 2024, but in 2025 and beyond, if you follow this trend, if you follow this kind of data, and you could really become very wealthy when you pull the trigger, right? Real estate investors, okay, follow me. So corporate headquarter relocations, I don't want to spend too much time on this article. You can read it on your own, right? Bigger Pockets. So let me highlight certain areas. Of course, the corporate moves are based on technology, manufacturing, financial services, retail, healthcare, whole job growth, population growth, the whole 9 yards. All right. So here's the highlight that I really like. Corporations are relocating to Florida and Texas mainly, but there are other submarkets mainly in the South and Southeast. Clearly, South and Southeast, not only right now, but for the foreseeable future, years later, decades later, is the growth markets, okay? And there's no other way I can put it, all right? You can do your own research, whatever it needs to you need to do. I've been doing this for a long time. I know what I'm talking about. All right, again, I know how people just talk trash about Austin, Texas. I get it. They're going through some correction, over construction, whatever, but so they are coming back. It's a high-tech hub for years to come. Elon Musk and a whole bunch of major high-tech companies have secondary headquarters in and around Austin Metro. So I'm not asking our investors to buy inside Austin, which is very expensive, even with the current correction that's going on. But our investors continue to buy like 30, 40, 50 miles into the suburb. It's all about, look, the boom towns are in Florida and Texas. Okay, I'm going to spill the beans, right? Here's the thing. Do not invest in the inner metro of this metro, this major hub. You invest way into the suburb, way like 1 hour away, 30 to 50 miles away, or even further. That is the migration trend of many people for years to come. So clearly, I follow our builders, the network builders we use. I'll give you one example. One of my Florida builder, they are buying around 6,000 lots to be built in the next few years in the boom towns, in the suburban boom towns of Florida. And I'll tell you some areas momentarily. And Texas, same thing. Okay. Our builder, the network builders we have created over the years, our regional builders, they are also buying thousands of lots in the suburban metros of Texas. And this article is a validation of what we're doing. The emerging market, path of growth, and that's a philosophy. Some of Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player of all time, they asked him, how come you're so good? And Mr. Gretzky said, I escape where the puck is going. Okay? You can use the same methodology with investing. You skate where the puck is going, not the puck has already been. This hockey legend, Mr. Wayne Gretzky. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Okay? He played back in the 1990s or something, 25, 30 years ago. Anyway, so suburbs of Austin and even San Antonio, boomtown. Okay, away from the expensive inner metros of all those major cities in Texas and Florida. That is the key. That's the migration, population, and job growth, and corporate relocation, the whole 9 yards. Same thing. We have relationship with our in-house network builders who was about to build new construction, build to rent homes for our real estate investors where you can cash flow with 25% down payment. I'll give you more scenarios a bit later. So the suburbs of Dallas is a huge metro, 1 hour into several directions away from the Dallas metro. You will find the path of growth, and we are moving into this location starting right now in the next few years. Same thing with Houston. Amazing metro, amazing, robust growth. Look, the inner cities, inner Houston, inner major hubs are very expensive already. You cannot cash flow to buy single-family homes up to 4 unit close to these major cities in Florida and Texas. You have to go deep into the suburbs. All right? Okay, I want to be very clear. For Florida, same thing. Okay, regardless of what you hear about Florida, I know all the negative headlines talk about the coastal areas of Florida, talk about condo market crisis. I get all that with the insurance issues, with the HOAs issues, but those are separate asset class. We're talking new construction, single family home to 4 units in the suburban deep inside Florida, like Central Florida and Northeast Florida, like Florida. Look, in fact, this article says, although Miami, Tampa, and Orlando have drawn companies to relocate from coastal states, but Jacksonville saw the greatest growth of the Florida cities in 2022 and 2023 with all this kind of growth. Okay? Of course, the migration will continue. Corporations are leaving major, outrageously expensive New York City and New Jersey area, Boston, California. Of course, I live in Northern California, San Francisco Bay Area, and the median price of a home is almost $2 million. Okay, so corporations are leaving New York, California, Chicago, Northeast, and the consumers and everybody else are following suit because for a lot of reasons. All right. So that's all I have to say on this particular article. Again, you can always download bigger pockets under this heading just came out. All right. Corporate headquarters relocations, it will signal the next realistic housing boom. So let me give you some additional deep dive into what I'm trying to say here. So let me share another scenario with you. So let me give you some specifics of what we are doing. Now, before I will give you some specific data of some of the housing opportunities or investors could pursue. I just want to once again to pinpoint that income property is a multi-dimensional real estate asset class. It's the greatest wealth building because there's 4 ways you can make money long term, not just small little cash flow. You're not going to become wealthy just living off the cash flow, especially the first couple of years of cash flow will be very small, but that's the foundation, okay? And a lot of you don't know, but I'm going to continue to dwell on this subject matter. When you buy income property, when you buy rental property, what you can see above the water, above the surface, cash flow, rental income, potential appreciation, long term. But a lot of the profits of a particular rental property is below the surface, is under the iceberg. As depreciation, we should have no time to talk about it. You look at my other YouTube channel, you will find how a lot of videos that I've done, especially recently, on amazing tax benefit the real estate investors can get. Also, 30-year fixed rate mortgage, the mother of all wealth building tool. 30-year fixed rate mortgage, how you leverage by putting 25% down payment. Typically, you're leveraging other people's money. The equity growth, long-term growth is amazing. So if you use the turnkey approach, you're going to build yourself well. So let me fast forward. Again, I really love new construction for very obvious reasons, because when investors buy those low-cost entry-level new constructions, you get a lot better locations, higher quality, tenants staying typically 2 or 3 years at a time. And most important, they will save you so much money. Your ROI, your return on investment, was so high for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, because new construction is low maintenance and low vacancy turnover costs. That is so important. Of course, do not buy in the flood zones. Do not buy in the hurricane areas. Don't buy condos with the HOA rising costs. And so with new construction, you get very low insurance costs, even in Florida, if you know where to buy, which we have all that figured out, right? So if you are additionally in Florida, Texas, there are no state income tax. These are landlord-friendly states. Wow. Emerging market, path of growth, low affordability, entry-level homes, so you can cash flow with 25% down investors. Okay, read my lips. All right, let me fast forward. I'm only going to spend 5 more minutes, okay? This PowerPoint is for longer versions. So let me give you some of those opportunities in this is a secondary market, not just Florida and Texas, in the South. Once again, in the South, by new construction, in the secondary, tertiary markets like Oklahoma or Alabama, also have new constructions that are very low cost. Look at this. Alabama property only for $240,000, new construction, single family home, 25% down. You get a rate buy down. Look at this incentive they're giving to you by the builders is second to none. And this kind of builders incentive will not last much longer. So you can get a very good cash flow on these new homes in Alabama. Look at this secondary boomtown, mini boomtown. I'm not going to discuss this too much. Look at this $150,000 new construction single family home. This is mind boggling. And so there's a duplex in Oklahoma, new construction for only $320K, rents for $2,600. You get a $624 monthly net cash flow after and all that, even with a higher interest rate. And the rest of the market, new construction, single family home in the areas of Florida, Jacksonville, Central Florida, that our builders are building all this great incentive. Look at this. I'm not going to discuss this amazing builders rate buy down where you give you better cash flow, as you can see. So amazing low cost entry level. You can cash flow, turnkey, property management, or handling everything. You can even buy a duplex for only this little less than $400,000 new construction, which is amazing growth in the suburban Central Florida. Great numbers and all that. So great long-term buy and hold. And of course, in Texas, again, don't worry about the property tax. This is just one of the expenses. Brand new construction, fourplex in South Texas, amazing return, amazing cash flow, very robust mini boom town, right? And by the way, let me go back. This kind of pro forma, if you will, this kind of numbers, new construction single family home in the mid 200s to high 200s with good cash flow, 25% down payment, and duplex and fourplex. Fourplex, I don't have it on here, but the fourplex could be anywhere from 700 to 800K brand new construction. Again, the markets the areas we just mentioned, the up and coming boom town for years to come. Again, we are pursuing. We have lots available. The builder we network with over the years, they are building brand new 1 to 4 units into suburban Florida and Texas, all the metros, South Texas, outside San Antonio, way outside Austin, suburban emerging market in Dallas, huge Dallas metroplex, and in Houston. So those are the robust, those are the growth market with good cash flow and appreciation over time. All right. So are you guys very clear? So I'm not going to spend too much time other than the fact that whether you buy 3 rentals or 10 rentals, because using a turnkey approach into property management, all one-stop shop, all you need, doesn't matter how many properties you have. In the end, whatever your portfolio you're able to create in the next few years, 2, 5, or 10 rentals over the next few years, if you have the motivation and the capital available to do all that, at the end of the day, you spend 1 to 2 hours per month, not per day, not per week, in quote unquote managing your real estate portfolio. Of course, you have to surround yourself with a great team on the ground. We have that. And Mr. Warren Buffett said, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. Be greedy right now in a good way. Be a capitalist. Capitalize on all the fear out there because the competition is heating up. Okay, hold on. Here's my, let me say anything else. Okay, here it is. For anyone want to consult with me, I have these kind of services available. Just, I'm very accessible. Just contact me by text first, all right? But I'm more than happy to consult with you for a few minutes. I don't care where you live in the country. You can do all of these kind of things wherever you live, all right? Or in the US or in the other part of the world. The world is at your oyster. No matter where you live, you can buy remote turnkey out-of-state investment property. Surround yourself with an amazing team of builders and the team on the ground that will do everything for you. So here's my takeaway, guys. My takeaway is this. Okay, this is the boomtown. All right, I am always ahead of the curve. This is what I do. This is my core business model, and a lot of our investors over the years, from most of them from California, you know who you are, but we are getting investors from in other part of the country in high cost areas like Pacific Northwest and Chicago and Northeast, and so many markets are so expensive in your backyards. The number does not make sense. You can't cash flow. Okay, that's very obvious, especially in California, with the median price for homes in the Bay Area where I live is like $2 million. That's mind-boggling how expensive California is. Look at look at LA, look at Orange County, look at San Diego and Bay Area where I live for 30-something years. It's just mind-boggling. So you need to get out of your comfort zone and buy out of stick for better cash flow, to scale your portfolio, and using a great team to enter those next boomtown. Boomtowns in many boomtowns. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There are other mini boomtowns I have yet to discuss, but we are moving forward. We are scaling. Our builders they know where to strike. They know the growth areas for the foreseeable future, long term into the future. Okay. With that said, thank you so much for watching. And if you receive any value whatsoever, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment below what you think about our investment methodology. Share with me where you are watching this video from. What are you doing? What are your goals? Do you want to buy rental properties and all that? Let me know. And also at the end, so subscribe to my email below on my website so you become a free member of our network. By being a free member of our network, you will receive free daily investment opportunities and free education in all aspects of real estate investing. Whether you are a newbie or risk investors, I don't care where you live in the country, I don't care where you live in the world, because the real estate world is your oyster. Okay,
You can do it. Okay. Thank you so much. And I hope you receive a lot of value from this video. And I'll see you next time very shortly. This is Seewing Yi. Good luck. Have a nice day. Bye bye.